All right, so as a chef, we are, well, I am, anyway. First off, I gotta get some goddamn water in me. It's 8:34 in the morning. It's banana as well. Banana seems, we'll get to it. It's fine. It's what it is. But- so we're gonna do a review on this because I feel like it. Like it's kind of what I don't want to do. I've been cooking for 12, 13 years, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to food. So um, we're getting onto it just a second. Technically, I still have to get ready for the day. I understand that no one's up at this kind of hour. Yeah, that people are always doing something at this hour of the day on my own rendition of the YouTube land. No one's actually up. So probably gonna be one of those things where I'm just kind of like talking to myself. But that's okay too. I'm cool with it. This is what I got. You got some eggs, you got some hash browns. I'm not doing any condiments because I wanted to be able to actually judge it. I got some pepper. That's pretty much. Sorry, got soggy actually. Probably never gonna even do that. The only thing I don't really see anything seasoned. It's not necessarily a red flag just because it is continental. Uh, Usually with continental means it's like plain food that you can just season yourself if need be. But they're trying to cater to most of the people who would eat out. Uh, Banana seems ripe. I just feel like they probably got it from the grocery store across the street, which is there's no issue with that. In fact, if all this came with that in mind, then sure. But we're gonna try everything plain. I had a biscuit and gravy before I got back to our room. Uh, and I also have a cold. But besides all that, I'll take a bite of it. Find a way to grab it. So I overflowed with the gravy because the gravy is actually it's okay. But I can only say the gravy's only okay because I haven't had gravy in a very long time. So it's a novelty, I guess. So knowing what it is and knowing what it stands for, the flakiness is definitely there. It's kind of like it's a little bit hard on the edges, but when it comes to biscuits, when you have gravy available, there's nothing wrong with that because the gravy kind of like takes that away, but you can taste it a little bit. Um, I could do a lot better myself. However, um, it's one of those things like, yeah, anyone could have done that better. Thing is, if they're cooking in bulk, so I have to keep that in mind. Um, Biscuits with the gravy, I'll probably give it a six. Without the gravy, it's probably a five. It's very mid tier. But I'm also judging it based off of like every biscuits or everything like that. As far as like commercial biscuits, it's good. It's just not blowing my socks off. Next, we'll try the hash brown. Now, this hash brown, motherfucker's burnt. Like you can't tell me it's not. Like, they overcooked it. So Fuck all that. Nope. Nope. I can't understand why they cook it like that. When they overcook it, because they want it to be able to sit and solidify with essentially what continental breakfast are. They're kind of a buffet. But no, hell to no. I wouldn't serve that. It's too hard, man. Like no, no. It, it's too hard. It's a desperate need of ketchup, but you can't rely on ketchup and condiments to just constantly make something taste better. You have to know how to finesse it, and these are overcooked. It's kind of like having a burnt fry. You don't want that. You'll eat it if you have to, but you don't want it. Sausage, sausage, kind of looks like the $3 package of sausage that you probably get at the grocery store. By far the most flavorful. There's no actual finesse to it. Um, so I can't cast judgment on anyone who cooked this because you probably just look at the back of the page and or back of the you know of the container and like, okay, well I gotta do this. Essentially, meaning you could probably microwave it. My only cast of judgment would be towards the company, and to that I would say it is very it has a lot of spice kick to it, but it's not spicy. So in my mind, if I can take some of the pepperiness away from this sausage and apply it to everything else I had so far, we got something going on here. But it's heavily unbalanced, and I've only gotten things aside from the banana and the muffin. Other cooked by them because I wanted to do this. I'm gonna try the egg. Okay. Now these eggs look a little. They look a little too good. They give that kind of like break apart in your mouth, stick on the fork thing. I like the way I'm eating it. It's like it's dissolving within the mouth. That's a good thing. That is good. The eggs I can't bash on. Let's try this pepper here. So whoever did the fucking scrambled eggs this morning at this particular location, good, good job. That's great. You know, I'll try some pepper. Pepper. Try one bite. At least that much I was able to put onto it from one packet. It doesn't do it any justice, but overall, like by far, the egg of all these things, like look, I can pick it up with my hand, and then it's basically just dissolving in my mouth. As soon as I'm not even taking a bite, I'm taking like the base of my tongue, put it to my roof. I don't have to bite it with my mouth or with my teeth or anything like that. That is phenomenal. Whoever made these scrambled eggs knew what the fuck they were doing. If this is made by scratch, especially, I don't think it is. But if it was, Jesus Christ. Let me get a sausage one more thing. Nah, that ruined my palate. I'm gonna eat it because I had a long night last night, but fucking hell. No. Absolutely not. Banana's nice. Not really bruised. Not entirely well preserved because it's easy to preserve a banana. Third, it's fresh. So I mean, this place ain't fucking up. It's just everything's just like as a continental breakfast should be. It's bland, but it's complimentary. So I mean, and that's what made things so interesting to me to try it out. Yeah, the muffin next, last actually. Um, I figure from Baker's Source, blueberry muffin. When I was younger, I loved blueberry muffins. I'm talking about from anywhere because blueberries used to have the spot. So now this is going to be the curiosity. So I can say I can feel on my fingers. Has kind of like a glossy texture to it. All right, well, put that back. For those of you who don't know how to eat a muffin, peel it away and you keep the muffin onto the plate it comes with. So it's the paper's laid out like that. And then you pick up the muffin. You don't fucking eat the muffin like a goddamn barbarian. You take a piece of it, like so, carry it like that, and then you eat it. That's the goddamn truth. That right there. I'm probably gonna eat this whole thing. It's probably the only thing I'm gonna finish aside from the egg. Um, it's very sweet. I finished the banana too, but it's very sweet. It's very glossy. It has that stick at the top roof of your mouth kind of texture to it. Um, with my age of 34 years of age, I couldn't see myself finishing or eating this as often as I used to. I guess is the way to put it. But it's once in a while treat. I know it's shipped, and I know it's probably defrosted. But however, this is kind of what it's supposed to be. I would tone down on the sweetness a little bit too much just to bring out a little bit more of the blueberry, maybe. But easily this muffin alone is like an 8 out of 10. This will make me stay another night tonight. Like I'm not kidding. This muffin fucking rules. Only problem is it's sticking to my fingers as soon as I tear apart at it. So let's try to use a fork. Be smart about it. Oh yeah, the fork cuts into. Well, that's garbage. Fork does definitely cut into it. That's on me because I have the fucking muffin on the roof of my desk here. Yep. Yep. I got some water. I got about a little over 2 hours left to. Yeah, I forgot some orange juice while I was down there. That would have been a lot more better. But I didn't want to get any juices just because I still have a lot of whiskey left. And I don't want to push myself. I'm still kind of loopy. I still need to take a shower. Um, so I'll probably be in here for another hour at least and start getting ready. Technically, I already am, but I'd rather clean myself up at the very least. The problem that I have that's going on is that uh, I have this deal going on with Best Western. I'm trying to get both my gift cards to activate, and they only activated one this morning. So I had to make a phone call and be like, hey, it's supposed to be two. And I would like to use both of them today. Otherwise, I'm heading back. So uh, that's pretty much the gist of it. As far as last night goes, I had a decent amount to drink. And I woke up at around like 2, maybe 3 in the morning, just watched TV videos. I wanted to more. I'm going to have one right now just to chill out. I had one before I went downstairs. It would not settle in my stomach. So it's just like, nah, that's not going to happen. Because I didn't eat dinner last night because I'm a fucking idiot. So this breakfast it's serving its purpose. This is the kind of breakfast that people like truck drivers, eat whenever they have to make a pit stop when they're driving across country. Depending on the dietary system, depending on what they're allergic to. That's the thing. Like some people are allergic to peppers, some people are allergic to seasoning, so that's why they have to make everything plain. But they also give the seasoning on the side for people who like seasoning, so they can season themselves. I'm down with it, especially with the egg. I don't season my eggs until I'm cooking at home, like 2/3 of the way of it being done. So about 45 seconds. Usually my scrambled eggs take about a minute and a half. That's with like taking it off the heat, on heat, off on, off on. They're just like, yeah, we finished the eggs. They it looks like they slow cooked. They put it on low heat and kept a close eye on, and then just served it that way. I could taste the dairy in it. Like they used a little bit of milk. They did everything right with that. So hell no, I ain't mad at those eggs. The only thing that actually kind of upset me was the sausage. It is it's not their fault. Whoever made them proper. Like the texture's there, but like the seasoning and the spiciness, fuck all that. Like, fuck all of that cooter. Cool. Alright, let it settle. Try the hash brown one more time. You know what? No, we're gonna try a different hash brown. Let's go on the bottom. Because they looked appetizing, but when I taste it, when I feel it, I understand that people like their shit crunchy. Maybe I do as well. But however, it just doesn't fit with the Continental style. It doesn't work. The reason being is because it's too hard to chew. Like I can get there just fine, but imagine like my teeth being aged like 20 years down the road. These suck. Like, they're not serving its purpose. For me, being like 34 years of age, yeah, they're fine, but I don't know. I don't like it. Uh, Everything else is aside from the sausage. The biscuit, the gravy, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. A phenomenal muffin, whoever they're getting that from, great. Bananas, fine as well. Actually, I'm gonna finish a banana. Oh, it does definitely taste as if more or less the cooking staff within this establishment, they're doing what they can. So um, I don't necessarily see another way to make it per se. Like these are hard to preserve it for a buffet style. The muffin that you get away with because it's prepackaged. Uh, Again, whoever made the eggs, scrambled eggs, is a fucking rock star. Keep doing that. Don't change a goddamn thing. Um, but the overall experience is like, again, this is me as a chef talking. I'd give it around like maybe a 6.5 to 7 out of 10. And that's pretty good for Continental. I'm not gonna lie. They're doing what they're supposed to. So keep at it. Keep doing what you do, and you know, preserving to that. Now I gotta sneeze. Okay. Only one way to go about this. Stuff like this. This is not a great pairing. I kind of just wish I had some pineapple juice, but well, yeah, the muffin and the eggs are the fucking heroes. Everything else is just like eh, eh. Here you go, guys. Exact 12 ouncer. Yep. Man, I wish I ate last night. That's all I'm getting. Uh, ooh, because that's still a tough battle for me to down. Actually, let me go grab a towel because my beard. Definitely 100%. I should be. As soon as I walked up, got to grab my Nappykin. Sorry, bourbon. I was like, yeah, this feels better. It's an old Boilermakers on it. Actually, I'll take that back. No Boilermakers ever. Fuck all that shit. Oh. Oh. About to hit 9 o'clock. I should be receiving some money here pretty soon. I don't know. I would say like maybe like a half hour or so. I gotta get off. Make some phone calls. Blow my nose. Uh, for those of you who don't know, I'll set this muff aside. The rest can be what it is. Uh, where I used to be at and cook and stuff like that. I used to be, up in the mountains. Now that I live in more of a farmland, and I go up in the mountains to essentially get my stuff. The climate changed dramatically. It's like going from like almost like a desert-esque area, and then going up to San Francisco, where the huge bodies of water, one huge body of water. So I'm a half a mile or a half an hour away from doing that to uh, going to two different climate changes. Now, is it technically a huge climate change? Not necessarily, but it's big enough. I'm not used to being up here because now my nose is acting up because there's a lot more trees out here, and a lot more pollen's going around. Even though it's hitting winter time, it's still it hits different. So I don't necessarily have a hangover, despite the fact that I had what would you call it? I don't know, a bit. But it's literally just like a bit of this, and then a lot more beer than I had of that. But uh, hangover territory a little bit. I mean, like especially because I didn't eat. But now that I did, I can still like tolerate the stuff into my system. I essentially piss it out. Uh, Especially when I only do this once every 6 weeks or so. Um, yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Last night was a bit of a nightmare. I was supposed to be within these dorms about like an hour and a half before I actually did. Jesus fucking tap dance Christ. Let's clean up here. Also gotta make sure that I'm not too fucked. Because at 9:30, that's what I'm doing to do all my phone calls and stuff like that. Be like, hey, so this is what's going on. I would like to redeem both of my gift cards here to stay here another night. Hopefully, I can keep the same room because I don't want to move my stuff. Great. Hugs and kisses, or not. But if not, then what I think we'll do is just relax and essentially just get the stuff like together. And you know, my my aunt's place is probably like a 15-minute walk from here. So what would happen is that I would just go there, get the stuff together, and then get an Uber right back. So it's not a full send off or anything like that. I mean, but I would like to. staying the night here. I had fun last night. It was great. I wish that gut route would have been life, but he's a cat in his own fucking world. So I mean, I got one better way to explain it. But I'm not going to explain any of that. In fact, I'm just gonna have a cocktail and shut my goddamn mouth about it. Just love the guy. There's no buts or coconuts or bad. Dude's cool. He's a dude that stood up to me as well, and you know what? I respect him. So, yeah, props to him. What's the frequency, Kenneth? Of frequent these nuts. Oh well, fuck. Oh. Alright, well, if this is the old Dusty Trail, then it's gonna have to be the old Dusty Trail. Gotta figure out what's going on here. I'll go live in another man's channel and then figure that one out. That's the breakfast. It's okay. That's what it does. Peace out.